Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now we are coming to the part of the program where we're going to start wiring this thing up for serious. So last time we left you, we had done the Kiss, K-I-S-A-S-B. And these are the wires that are going to, like I showed you, they're going to end over here on a connector. So now we're working on, this is the wiring harness. If you remember that we went through the exercise and we labeled all the wires for what they perform on the back glass. And we've also gone through the exercise of putting where these wires are going to terminate. So on the game, I have the back glass, obviously, so I took a picture of the back glass. This is the high score to date, and this is going to tie in right here. Ball in play, this wire is going to tie in right here. Match, so on and so forth. I think you get the gist. This is where it gets really busy down here. There's a game over, shoot again, tilt. Yeah, so there's game over, well, same player, shoot again, and tilt. Now, you're probably thinking, how the heck does this guy know where all these wires are going to end up? These ones are very simple. All Bally's, pretty well all Bally's are the same. Some of them have like 1, 2, 3, 4 player, which kind of goes around to show you what player is in. But in this case, Kiss actually took those features and again fed them to the harness, the playfield harness. This is going to come into play in a couple of minutes, and I'll tell you why with one of these extra green wires. All right. So the reason I'm doing it on this one and not on the brand new light board we're working on is because that footage, I don't know what happened, it got deleted. So I'm going to use this one just as a representation. Now, if you remember, I do have pictures from one that I put together a while ago that we can always reference, but referencing pictures doesn't always give you the best idea as to where the lights are coming from. So you're better off learning how to use the schematics. So let me just show you right here. Again, pretty well every Bally's the same. So this is one light rail. This is the second light rail, and this are the general illumination that I was just talking about. So again, here's one light rail, here's the second light rail, okay, and then here's your illumination. All right, so now on the mini wiring harness that I just desoldered, this is for dramatic purposes only. You will see a bunch of different colored, thicker wires. So we will have red, white, orange, green, and blue. Okay, so there's your red, white, orange, green, and blue. All right, these are the lamps that control basically the power coming in to this whole grid. All right, now if we look at the schematic, so remember 10, 50, we're just going to go down to the color code, red, white, so on and so forth. If we look at, we're going to follow the red line. So this is the red wire, wire number 10. It comes down. This intersection means it's a connection. And it connects to orange, number 70. So we're going to tie red and orange together. Similarly, the other rail, we have a white wire, intersects with green. So we tie white and green together. And on the switched illumination, remember those are the ones, game over, same player shoots again, all that stuff. It's a blue wire. Okay. Now on Kiss, I'm going to remember that pigtail, that one that goes to the playfield, that also picks up power from the light board. And you'll see it, it kind of goes down here. I make reference in the video, but hopefully we make a good enough reference. So, using this picture, again, we tie together the red and orange, the white and green. So we could even do that here. We're going to zoom out. Sorry guys, I can't zoom out any farther, but theoretically we could put red and orange here. We can put white and green here. Then we got to tie the second rail together. And that's where we get a white and red feed. So red, orange, white, green. Then we take red, white, and we throw it on the second rail. All the Bally's are the same. They all do that in one shape, way, shape, or form. Okay, then the blue wire, which is this wire, feeds the lights down here. And that's represented right here. So you can see the blue wire feeding the rail. Okay. And on Kiss, the rail starts down here, goes all the way up, and it feeds the Kiss, flashing Kiss as well. And then we grab a green feed that feeds the pigtail, which you can't see it in this picture, but the pigtail comes in there, and we do reference it in another picture. Okay, so again, one rail, second rail, switched illumination, the perimeter. Okay, and in this case, remember, if it was Kiss, switch illumination would come up here and would also dance the Kiss lights. And here's the first general illumination rail. And then there's the second one. Okay guys, so we're done the soldering for the secondary wiring harness. We'll call it the secondary wiring harness. So all the play, gain, tilts, all those have been hooked up. Okay, and we've also got the supply wires that supply, power supply, everything. And real quick, I have this one here just as a kind of a roadmap for me. So now we have to hook up the display wiring, which is this, looks like a tangled mess, but we're going to lay it on. We're going to take our time to make sure that it's securely pinned, just like this one. And I'll bring you back when that's done, and then we're actually going to test it to make sure everything's working. The only thing I still have to do is get some connectors for this here. This is remember the Kiss part. I still have to get a connector for that to make sure that works, and I will have that all done before I do test it. So, okay, over and out. Okay, so this is it, nice and tidy, nice and done, ready for testing. These are for the displays. And basically, again, I used the original one that I had and just followed the routing of where the wires were. And then as I went, I just clipped them just to make sure that everything was nice, neat, and tidy. Okay. Here's the lamp board from the front. So just really quick, when you plug the game in and you turn it on, this part lights up, poof, and it shows the guys in the band. Here's the Kiss lights. So K, you can make it out, K-I-S-S. So these flash in sequence, and then we have these sundry lights on the outskirts that show play again and all that stuff. So what I've done is I've hooked up my portable playfield to it, to a power supply. So here's what's going to happen. The second I flick the power button on, fingers crossed, this part will light up. And we shouldn't have any of the fuses popping. So once this part lights up, I'll go to step 2, which will include hooking up a couple of boards to see if we get the sundry lights coming on. And then we'll look to see if we can get the Kiss lights to flash. So this is step 1 of 3. Let's see how this goes. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Hey, there we go. Okay, this is good. This is all of the lights that I was hoping were going to light up. We're in good shape. Nothing smoking, nothing popping. And that was honest to God, guys, that was first light on. So I'm pretty happy about that. We're going to shut you down and we're going to bring you back when we go to test the lights, the game over and all that stuff, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, we are adding to the empire here. We have basically a pinball machine on a table right now. This is the lamp driver board. Here's the display. Here's the solenoid driver board. That's the MPU or the computer. And of course, here's our power supply. So what should happen is we should turn this on, hopefully not get any magic blue smoke. And we should have this part light up, which I already did. And we should have, I believe it's these two, the two there. And I'm pretty sure these two as well. These should light up to show us that we have the ball and play, match, high score to date and all that stuff. So let's flick it on. Okay, that's good. No blue smoke just yet. Okay, flipper relay just turned on. Bang. Okay, the game's on. So there's your display. So this should, yeah, so watch this. This is going to flash a number. That's your high score to date. Okay, it'll flash again. High score to date. This one could be game over or whatever. So let's go through the display. So the first button I press would be flashing all the lights that are on the play field and on the back box. So, oh, there they go. Okay, these are lighting, these are lighting, these are lighting. Light, 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 guys. So far, this is a success. The next one, if I press the button here, remember this is our coin door. I'll press it, that should flash. Bingo, what do you know? And then the other ones came off. Okay, so far so good. Now the next one is going to be, let's see if this Kiss is gonna light up, all right? So now is time for the auxiliary driver board, or the auxiliary lamp board, sorry. So we're wiring this up. So I put in the crimps, and now I'm finishing putting the wires in the housings, and we're following our schematic here. Now, here's the benefit to knowing how to read the schematics. I want you to look at 18, 19, 20, blue, white, blue, 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 orange. In my hands, I have blue, white, blue, blue, solid blue, blue, orange. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the connectors in the housing, and I'm going to put the housing. This is actually a 20-pin header, guys. Like, it's supposed to have 20 spots. They don't make them anymore, so I have to use 2 10s. Little auxiliary lamp driver board. It should be good. I tested it quite a while ago, so hopefully it should work. Do I need a drum roll, or what do I need? Or do I need to get my head checked? So I'm going to turn the light off, just so we can see a little better. All right, let's go. Let's hit the on button. Okay, we knew these worked. We know these ones should come on. And there we go. Okay, I've got these two that are out. So I'll have to check. Again, it could be maybe one of these tips. Oh, they just came back on. Yeah, we might have a flaky tip or something, but I don't know. What do you guys think? So I walked you through the whole process. We started with basically a piece of plywood that had some holes in it, put all the wiring in, read the schematics, and we got her done. Now I'm just going to hit the test on the coin door, just to see what's working. So it's 100% working. Anyway, hope you like what I'm giving you. Like, share, subscribe. And we're up to, I think, 52 subscribers. Came out of nowhere. Really appreciate everybody's, and I really appreciate all your emails. Remember, it's rushfan@live.ca if you want to send me an email. And yeah, I definitely will respond. I'm having a lot of fun with this. Again, hopefully you guys are picking up some tips, and we'll go from there. Okay, guys? So listen, be well, stay safe. Rush Fan, over and out.